Hi, this is Todd Stashwick, and you are watching Comics Online. I almost became Jerry Lewis. Comics Online. There we go. Oh, it's like an
Sit-down interview.
It's like an actual talk show.
I know, right?
Are we live?
We are live. Oh, I mean, recorded live. So, Todd, we're doing something a little different for FanExpo Chicago, making sure, of course, we're adhering to all SAG rules with the current strike. We're doing Storytime with Comics Online. So what we are trying to do with our guests and friends are hear about your interests, your passions, your favorite hobbies outside of work. What do you I know you're an avid D&D fan.
Play a lot of Dungeons & Dragons, Matt.
What would you do a TED Talk on if you had to get up on stage right now and just speak to the masses about?
You know what? I'm kind of fascinated with Alan Watts, the philosopher Alan Watts. I've been talking about him a lot because there's something really. He talks about how the meaning of life is an existence is playful. The reason we are here is to play, in that it is to celebrate consciousness. And that is why we eat and live and meditate. We try to heal our broken bones, and we put roofs over our heads so that we can play. So frivolity is the stuff of life. It is not in addition to. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Like we are here, especially to celebrate imagination and joy and play. And play it's a lot of different things. It's D&D for me. It's going to the beach. It's listening to Led Zeppelin. For other people, it's fixing cars. It's throwing footballs. It's a myriad of things. But that is why we are here, as far as I'm concerned. So I would give a TED Talk about the importance of play.
So from a D&D perspective, do you typically tend to go for new modules? Do you lean to a certain... I know there's different iterations of D&D.
Well, when I started reteaching myself how to Dungeon Master from when I was a kid, I was running Fandelver for my daughter. And that got me back into understanding how to play Dungeons & Dragons. And I had been playing it as a player for a little bit. But this was the opportunity to learn how to run the games. So I did that one. I've run Ravenloft. I've run a little bit of Avernus. But I tend to, with my ongoings and one-shots, those are homebrew. I write those myself. Using source material, Forgotten Realms or Greyhawk, using those, because there's a lot of books that you can pull from, but primarily those are homebrew. Yeah.
Aside from D&D, any other hobbies or interests that you like to pursue outside of work?
We go see a lot of live music. And I love going to the Hollywood Bowl or the Greek or a small club and just listening to live music. We go to the beach. I'm a bike rider. I'm a runner. Watching TV and movies. All that stuff. Yeah.
Best concert?
Best concert.
Or best concert of the year, if you don't want to go for best concert ever.
Okay, well, best concert probably was I took my daughter to Dodger Stadium to see Paul McCartney when she was 12. And in the encore, Ringo came out. So we essentially got to see the Beatles. So that was pretty special. Saw Prince Purple Rain tour back in the day. And then I had a great time. Jason Bonham, who's John Bonham's son, has a Led Zeppelin tribute band, and he's got a guy that sounds exactly like Robert Plant and a guitarist that plays exactly like Jimmy Page. And it was just cool to listen to Zeppelin blasting out of the Greek for one night. It's never going to actually happen. So this was the closest it was ever going to get to seeing Zeppelin. And then Jason Bonham's dad, is the real deal. So he had stories and stuff. It was cool.
The last very important question. This might actually be the most important question I got for you, Todd. If you could be a dinosaur, which one would you be and why?
Well, Velociraptor are kind of the Porsche of dinosaurs, right? I mean, they're fast and they're group oriented, and they're vicious and they're smart, and they're cool. Velociraptor.
Makes total sense.
Yeah.
Todd, I appreciate the random conversation. I hope we get to talk about work stuff in the future once the strike has been settled.
Yeah.
Support.
Pay your writers and actors. That's all I got to say about that.
But truly a pleasure, sir. Thank you so much. Stay tuned for more at Comics Online.
Peace.